If you've been wondering what's next in your career, these messages are probably meant for you. I opened the Akashic Records and only asked one question. What does the collective need to know about their next big career pivot? And the 3 messages that came through were super supportive, slightly surprising, and deeply encouraging. So let's see what your higher self wanted you to hear right now. If you're new here, my name's Ness. I'm an intuitive and someone that deeply is passionate about hearing the voice of our soul. And in this series, you get to hear the voice of your soul through 3 intuitive messages from the Akashic Records. So I gotta tell you, when I sat down to do this video, I knew I wanted to make it about our next big career pivot, because I am deeply feeling this shift that's happening within the collective, and it's also happening for me. I am in the middle of a career pivot, and I really felt that you and me needed some encouragement, some messages about this career shift that is happening for us. Because one of the things that I'm finding as I'm even just speaking to people out in the wild in my normal day life is that many people are feeling a bit burnt out, a bit crispy about what they're currently doing. They still may love it, they still may enjoy it, but a part of them is beginning to feel like something needs to change, something needs to shift. There is something brewing within the collective, and I truly feel this message is deeply connected to our purpose, deeply connected to why we chose to be here in the first place. So let's just go right back to the initial question I had. What is the message for the collective about our next big career pivot? When I went to the Akashic Records, I saw this beautiful fuchsia, hot pink kind of color. And to me, this is deeply feminine. It is a shift that is happening for the divine feminine, and it is happening fast. And it is happening I don't know, it's almost like it's like it's time now, and we're going to begin feeling this major shift. One of the other things that I felt when I saw this energy is that it's deeply connected to our heart chakra. Our heart chakra is deeply connected to our soul, to our current lifetime, past lifetimes, to our soul's purpose, the reason why we came here in this lifetime. One of the things that I feel that the collective, you, me, we're all really craving is a deep connection to purpose. Many of us, including myself, started a career out of a need to make a living, a need to prove ourselves, a need to follow what was laid out by our parents, right? Or by society. And we're now beginning to realize that we have put ourselves in a position in our careers where we have likely attained some level of status, some level of prestige, some level of career success, and likely in a financial bracket that makes it intimidating to have a career pivot, because we have a lifestyle that is accustomed to this income. How do we pivot our career? This is the message that I got. The first message I got is to follow your passion. Follow what makes you happy, what lights you up. I got the words passion and purpose. You've got to put those 2 things together. Passion and purpose. Along with this is I got the message that we have to be intentional about what we're creating, about what we want, to truly be intentional. Because the truth is that you get a passion or an inkling of something that really lights you up because it's meant to be connected to your soul's purpose. It reminds me of this channel that I follow on Instagram, where this lady started just posting her love of creating ceramics, and then she started selling the ceramics that she made, and she's made an incredible career out of something that she truly loves, which is finding vintage ceramic molds, casting them, painting them, and then selling them. And this is part of what I want you to remember, is that your new career pivot doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to make sense to you necessarily. It doesn't have to make sense to the way we work in life. I'm sure she started it just as like something fun to do and to document what she was doing, and it just found its way into a career. And I feel like the message that you need to hear right now is that your passion and your purpose don't have to make sense in our 3D logical world, right? It doesn't have to make sense to your friends, it doesn't have to make sense to your family. It just has to be something that you truly love to do, something that you could do for hours, talk about for hours, read about for hours, do research on for hours, that thing that truly just inspires you, that excites you, this is it. This is the thing. It doesn't have to make sense to anyone. It doesn't have to make sense to you, but the key is that this passion and this purpose is going to turn into a new career for you. And the other part to this passion and purpose in this new career pivot that you're going to have is that you don't have to be the expert. Sometimes when we are high achieving people that have high success in our career, we feel that we have to be a professional. We have to be the expert in something new to begin to do it in any capacity that's outside of just a hobby. And the truth is that you don't have to be. You become an expert by doing. And so the key with this is to begin moving forward with this career pivot in a way on something that makes you happy, excited, and know that you don't have to be the expert. You can learn as you go, as long as it's something you truly enjoy. Which brings me to my second message. The message is that you're meant to put it out into the world. Whatever this new career pivot is, whatever this passion is, whatever this sense of purpose that you have, it is something that's meant to go into the world in a very public-facing way, which is very scary sometimes. It's intimidating because we may have built a career, a legacy, or like a reputation in this one area, and this new thing may be completely different. It might be outside of the scope of something normal for what you've done in the past or what you currently do. Know that this is the shift that you're supposed to make. Part of the reason why you're meant to put this out in the world is you're meant to inspire people to follow their passion and purpose. And by you having a career shift in a very public-facing way is going to begin to lead into part of your purpose, which is to inspire people into their purpose, right? By you doing whatever it is that you choose to do. You're being asked to share your journey in this career pivot. You're being asked to share it in a very public-facing way. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be excellent. You just have to open up your phone and just talk about this shift that you're feeling. Talk about this shift, this pivot that you want to make. Talk about this fun thing that you love learning about. These are the things that are going to create momentum in this new career, and it's also going to shift you and many others. Part of the reason why you have this deep sense of a career pivot right now is because part of your soul's mission is to inspire other people to do the same. We're meant to really shift into things that bring us joy, things that make us happy. We're meant to like bridge the gap between affording a lifestyle and living a certain way and doing what we love. Many times we feel that these two things cannot coexist together. And the truth is that they're meant to coexist together. They're meant to be brought together. And part of your mission is to show people that this can happen. And you're meant to be a way shower, a shower of a way of how to live a life. And the key also is to know that you don't have to make a career pivot or shift as like I start and I stop. That's one of the biggest hurdles that I personally had to overcome, was that how do I start this new thing but still sustain this other thing that sustains my life right now until this new thing can sustain my life. The key is you just have to set up a little bit of balance, and sometimes we have to carve out time, which means we can't always give to the people and the things we wanted to give to before. We have to edit that back a little bit to make space for ourselves, and this is part of that. Put it into the world and show people maybe even the struggle that you've gone through, creating the balance so you can have this career shift. This right here is key in this career pivot. And through you sharing this career pivot you're going through, what it is that you want to do, why you're doing it, and the struggles and the successes that you have, is because right now we are craving connection. We are craving connection with others. It's so interesting because we live in a time in which we are all connected in some way through social media, but we also feel very disconnected. And it's really important for you to find people like you. And how you're going to do that is by putting it out into the world, because likely the people that are going to begin to follow you are very much like you. They're going through the same struggles. They're interested in the same thing. And this right here is the connection we're craving. We're craving connection with people that are like us. And the best way to find that is to put it out in the world through social media. So whether that's Facebook, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever platform you choose. It doesn't really matter. You can even put it out on all the platforms. The key is that know that your imperfections in putting it out in the world is what is so perfect right now and is what is so needed. So put it out in the world. I know it's scary. Just do it. Don't have to be perfect. Don't overthink it. Just talk about what you're going through and the pivot that you're making. And the third message we got is to have fun doing it. This is one of the biggest things that we have to learn right now, is that making a living can coincide with having fun. Those two things can completely go together. They're meant to be together. This is part of what the shift is happening, is that you need to make sure you have fun. Some of the other things I'm getting in this third message is that it's going to require you to be brave, to be courageous, to be bold. Because to live a life that truly lights you up, to truly makes you happy, that doesn't necessarily make sense to everyone else, is being brave, is being bold, right? Is being courageous, is knowing that you're enough, knowing that what you want and the life that you want to live, the thing that you want to do, the passion that you have is enough. And by you living into this bold, courageous life, you're going to truly shift your life in this most beautiful way. This is going to provide for you in a way that you've never seen before, even if you've had tremendous success with what you've done before. And also remember that you don't have to give up one to have the other, right? Do them both right now. Allow this one to sustain you while this one begins to support you emotionally, because this other thing is going to take off. It is meant to take off. It is going to be a huge success. Follow your passion, follow your purpose. Oh my gosh, what amazing messages we got from the Akashic Records, from your higher self. And what I'm going to leave you with is this last message that I got. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read it, because I really feel that it is important. The last message before I left the Akashic Records that I got, that you are meant to hear, is that there is an enormous shift happening right now within the collective, within the world. A huge shift is happening, and you are meant to help lead the way. You're meant to help lead the way. So there is a huge shift happening right now in the collective, and you are meant to help lead the way. Part of that is you being courageous, you being brave, you being willing to share your journey that you're going through, to follow your heart, follow your passion, follow your purpose. There is something huge happening within the collective, this shift that's happening. And this career pivot, this big pivot that you're feeling deep inside, is meant to be shown to other people. Show people what you're going through, the struggles that you're having, the internal struggles that you're having, the external struggles that you're having, the successes that you have internally, personally, and externally. Share it all, because this is part of the shift that's happening. I am sending you a ton of love. I hope this message was truly supportive in your new pivot that you're having with your career. I know for me, it was truly inspiring to have this, because sometimes when you are a high achiever, especially financially achieving success in a previous career, it can be scary to say, I want to try something new, because you have a lifestyle that you've achieved, right? That you need to sustain. I feel you. I feel the same exact way. The key is that we don't have to give up one to have the other. We can make this shift and do it in a way that supports us financially and energetically. But the key is you've got to make space for this new thing. So I am so excited to hear all about it. Tell me down in the comments what it is. What is this pivot that you're feeling? What is this passion that you have? What is this purpose that you feel? I cannot wait to help celebrate you and support you on this journey. See you guys in the next video.